Boy, oh boy. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dudezord, and I work on awesome game dev projects here on Twitch. And that was a small vacation of a little bit over 1 week. How's everyone doing? Yeah, welcome back. Thank you. Lead Geek, congrats on being first. GG's. Temptic, hello, my man. How's it going? My favorite pinball developer on Twitch. How are you, people? How are you? Yeah, so essentially my little small hiatus was because me and my wife got sick. And then I recovered, but she didn't, so I needed to take care of her. Okay, yourself? Now everything is fine. But yeah, we had some weird days for the past week. But yeah, we are good now, so that's GG. And then I was supposed to start streaming yesterday, actually, but for some reason my lawn watering system turned on at 2 a.m. automatically. And it wasn't supposed to do that because it's like pre-programmed to turn on at specific hours. And 2 a.m. is not the hour that I programmed it to. So yesterday I spent the day trying to figure out what the issue was, and I figured it out. There was an issue with the automation. So the automation is done via Bluetooth, so it needs to send like some commands to the watering controller. And for some reason my watering controller, like the command opcodes were different than the automation that I was using, so I needed to fix that. But now, hopefully, it shouldn't turn on itself again at 2 a.m. because, man, it was scary, you know. Because, well, I don't know how it's there in the US and other countries, but at least here in Portugal, if you live in older houses like mine, sometimes you can hear like the water going through the piping. So essentially it sounded like everyone had turned on like all of the faucets at the same time at 2 a.m. So it was like really scary. But during the day, because like I'm streaming and there are noises around the area, you usually don't hear the watering system go. But when everything is like completely quiet, then it's a little bit spooky. In any case, everyone, hello, welcome to the stream. Temptic, I don't know if you've seen me working on something not the pinball game, but yeah, this is the second project that I work on, which is a Unity game that I'm making with a friend, and it's based on a real life board game version that him and I created, and now we are trying to come up with a digital version so we can play with friends across the internet. So he modeled the entire thing. I've been coding the UI and the gameplay and stuff, and I already have the multiplayer partially working, but now I need to like merge two scenes. So essentially the way that the game is played, let me see if I can show it to you. Yeah, I kind of feel like after 1 week of not coding and not doing anything regarding to coding, I kind of forgot how these things are supposed to go. But yeah, essentially it's like a multiplayer game. So in this case, the guy on the right starts first because he has the end turn button. So he's gonna like put some tiles here, and then it does end turn, and then it changes to this guy here, which is this blue guy, and then this blue guy can like start building paths and conquering these numbered tiles. These numbered tiles here. Oh, hold on. I don't want these, hold on. Yeah, so these number tiles are worth points. And essentially you need to build paths to these numbered tiles, you earn points. So now I'll do end turn and I'll earn 3 points because that's how much that thing is worth. So blue player will have 3 and green player will have 0 still. And then whenever the green player wants to challenge the same number tile as the other guy, it should transition to a dice rolling scene where you essentially throw some D3s, some D4 dice, so 4-sided dice, and whoever rolls the highest number gets to keep its gets to keep the cell essentially. And I already have that scene built, which is this one, but I need to do it like this. So I already have this scene pre-built, meaning that I can like throw the dice, and it already also like keeps track of who rolled what and who wins and whatnot. But now I essentially need to load this scene just so it stands beside this one. So I'll need to kind of load it here, load it here. And then my idea is that whenever you are playing the game, like through this camera, then the camera will like move and pan over these, something like this, So you launch the dice here, and then it like goes back or something. So that's what I need to work on today. But yeah, I spend around 20 hours a month working on this project because it brings some money, I'm being paid to work on this. So, GG. And throughout this week, because I wasn't streaming, I took the challenge of learning some Blender 3D modeling. So I already have like some cool stuff that I worked on. Let me show you, if you guys wanna see it, obviously. But essentially, I did the Blender donut tutorial. So I modeled all of this, which I think it looks pretty cool, honestly. And then, then I got like some textures and some materials from the internet. Right, and then it rendered like this, which is pretty cool. Pretty awesome. I like it. So this was my first modeling gig, I would say. And then I also worked on more stuff. Then I started modeling stuff for the pinball game, because why not? Where is it? Open recent. Yeah, so then I modeled a flipper, pretty cool, and then with some materials and textures and whatnot. So a flipper, pretty cool, and then you can like rotate it. Pinball, PogChamp, yeah. So I modeled this, which is pretty cool. I like it. And as far as I know, it's like respecting actual like sizes and all. So I try to look for references of stuff. Then I also modeled a pop bumper. Why is this semi-transparent? Oh. So I modeled a pop bumper, which doesn't look like much like this. But then I started putting like some materials on it. And yeah, then essentially this part here like will be able to move to squish the ball. So pretty poggy. PogChamp. Yeah. And then I can make all of these like dynamic and all. So I modeled this one, and as far as I know, this is actually like the proper. I mean, it will be able to move. I mean, they are all independent. So I would say that, yes, I will be able like to move it like slightly. I'll then need to figure out how to actually like import these in Godot. The angle as the ball presses it down. Yeah. I understand how they are supposed to work. So if the ball comes like from this direction, this thing will tilt a little bit. It will make like some electrical contact underneath, which will then make this thing like squish it. I know the theory, at least. Okay, and then I also modeled stand up, but I mean, this is just a regular guy. I mean, it's still pretty cool. I like it. So yeah, I started modeling just some simple shapes, just so that. Oh, this is like very thin. I should make these not infinitely thin as these, but probably like have some depth to it. But yeah, I essentially just started modeling because I mean, modeling is very zen, you know, it's very therapeutic. I don't know the word. It's like therapy. Therapeutic. I think that's how you say it. Which is pretty cool. And why not? You know, why not build stuff for the pinball game? Although I know that Godot like supports Blender files directly, but I mean, I kinda, I think I want to have like a proper modeled table with all of these guys there already. And if I need to make changes to the table, I'll make the changes on Blender, you know. That's my plan, but I don't know how to go about it. Because ideally, I would be able to, or I would like to have the ability to configure like some metadata for each one of these elements, like right on Blender. You know, because I mean, this guy is obviously a stand-up target, so I would like to have like some metadata, probably here on custom properties, I don't know. Where I say, yeah, this guy is like a string prop default value, like a stand-up or something. And then I would like to have, I don't know what the hell I did, but I would like to have Godot reading from these custom properties so that it deserialized properly into the already built scripts that I have, you know, and that it would bind automatically and stuff. Yeah, Godot converts it to binary in the background, but I usually just use other file types, not blend files. Oh, so you probably export like to GLTF or OBJ or something. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've never used it on Godot, so I don't know what I feel. I know one guy that's like a Giga Chad game developer here on Twitch. His name is Wallaber. He makes like cool racing games. And he's been making games now using Godot. Like this one. So this thing is like all Godot. And as far as I know, he builds the entire thing in Blender. And then he has like a one button import action, and then like the thing just imports properly, you know, and everything still works. Have you played the demo, by the way? He released the demo, I believe, on Friday or Saturday, maybe, of this game. I already played the demo. It's really cool. Yeah, I do learn a ton just from watching him. But yeah, if you guys don't know, he released the 4x4 in a furniture store demo, so you can go and play it now. I'm gonna paste it. Go, be free. It's only gonna take like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you should play with a controller, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool demo. But yeah, these have been my experiences so far. I don't have the best relation with him because he, as always, fully ignored me. Oh, sad. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, usually, I don't think he usually interacts much with chat. There was another streamer that I used to watch, which was Jotson. I don't know if you know Jotson. Jotson also makes games with Godot. And Jotson, it's also a pretty cool guy. Yeah, he's making like an horror game in Godot, which is pretty cool as well. But I mean, this guy just ignores like chat altogether. And I stopped watching him because of that. Yeah. Ridiculous coding thing, yeah. So he built it for a Godot 3, and I was the one that did the port for Godot 4. I made the port and then I made the PR for it, and then he accepted it. GG. So I'm kind of famous now. Yeah, I met him when he built the ship game. What was it called? I don't know. I have it there somewhere. If I type Jotson, will it appear? Can I browse for game makers? Yay, we ballin'. Hello, Elgardia, good morning. I need to port it into C# to be honest. Why? Why do you... Oh. So you... No. Why would you need to port it to C#? Okay, now I'm kind of confused. Yeah, Elgardia, hello, welcome. Yeah, I was showing my Blender skills, you know. Look at this. I made this. Whoa. Look at this, beautiful. Wow. Doesn't it look tasty? Looks hella tasty. I'm going to start asking for models. I mean, this was following a tutorial, obviously. This was obviously a tutorial one, but I mean, I did model some stuff on my own already. So I built like a flipper, you know. So pretty cool. I mean, it's very simple, obviously. Oh, GG. Damn, mega raid. Booyah, Grandma. Grandma? MMA? Okay, I'm confused. Hello, Booyah, Grandma. Hello, good morning. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone. Hello. How you doing? Damn, thank you for the raid. I haven't been streaming for over 1 week because I've been hella sick. Hype Temptic, Grandma. Does your grandma do MMA? That would be pretty hardcore, bro. Adukanan, hello. How's it going? Hello, the Yagik. Kezer B. Thank you for the follow. GG, more confetti. Yeah, everyone who follows gets free confetti, people. Let's get this party started. GG. Thank you for the follow. I heard funny boys. GG, let's go. Oh my god, someone said my name right first time. Kezer B. Yeah, it's easy. Thank you for the follow, Kezer. Let's go. Okay, everyone, my name is Dudezord, and I work on game dev here on Twitch. Thank you for the follow, Lethe, maybe. GG. And yeah, I've been working on 3 different games. Okay, so this is one of them. It's a Unity game based on a board game that me and a friend created in real life, and now we are trying to make a digital version of it. And then I also have one Unreal game. I mean, might as well show it, just so you guys can like come back another days and watch the stream. Hold on, it's booting up. So I have that game that it's loading, and while we wait, I'm gonna open the 3rd game, which is a Godot game, a pinball game that I copied from Temptic, you know. Okay, so while Unreal opens, this is my 3rd game. Hello? Yeah, like a nice cute pinball game that I've been making, and it's going to be also incremental and roguelite. And essentially you start with the table with all of the things already in place, but mostly not working, so as if they were broken. And initially you can only score points by flipping the ball, just like keeping the ball alive. And as you gather points, you can start like fixing the individual elements and upgrading them, which will then mean that you'll score points faster and faster, and will let you like upgrade stuff faster and faster. And once the entire table is working, then you'll be able to purchase like this part here, like these elements here, and this is gonna like spell a specific word. And if you are able to pass the ball through the 5 rollovers without like losing the 3 balls, obviously, then something magical will happen. The table will transform into a different table. Yeah, that's the lore. Yeah, the lore is you essentially found a broken table, a weird looking one, like in an abandoned warehouse or something. But for some reason, it kind of still works. And yeah, you start playing it, and then shit happens. Okay, where is the... It's not here. How do I open the... Okay, hold on. So I can't open the Unreal game through there. So this Godot pinball game is my 2nd game. Oh my god, so many messages. Hold on. Hold on. Grandma did not notice you were on. Oh my god, someone said my name right the first time. Dudezord, hello, Master Agent Miyazaki. Good morning. Unreal editor, please wait while waiting. Yeah. Yeah, Unreal takes like a shit ton of time to open, unfortunately. How many engines you got open? If you count Blender, we are about to go 4. Technically, you can make games in Blender. Might as well get CryEngine open too. Yeah, 5 engines always at the ready. Yeah, another pinball game, I know. I mean, it's a good thing, no? Why that emoji? Okay, we need to wait. This Unreal is hella slow every time. Let's go, bro. Because Ryder tries to like parse the entire thing and then it's like stuck at loading projects and I just want to click the play button for some reason. He's my enemy. I'm spying on him to make sure my game is better. Okay, bro. I thought we had agreed on splitting the revenue, bro. Oh, you have like an emoji for all of the engines. Godot, Unreal, Unity, Love. Damn, that's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe I should have one emote for that as well. That's pretty cool. I like the idea. Thank you. Bom dia, Minister of Defense. How's it going? Some nice Portuguese in there. I need to start making a pinball game as well then, so I can spy on the two of you. Where is Game Maker, Mono Game, Sandbox? How dare you hate? Ay, ay, ay. How was your PC not cause the black hole? Yeah, fortunately, I think I have a pretty good PC. Yeah, Blender Game Engine is a thing. Yes, it is. Oh, I think we are having ads. Sorry, people. Ads in progress. Has it been a while since you streamed, or have you just been missing out? Or have I just been missing you? No, I got sick, and then my wife got sick, and then I got better, but she continued to be sick. So I took care of her, essentially. Because she was like coughing tremendously, I decided not to stream because the mic would pick up all of the coughing and it would be annoying for you. We'll share the same players. We'll just make a bundle together. People can't resist pinball roguelikes. I like that idea. Bro, where the hell is Unreal? Like, I clicked the button already like 2 minutes ago, and it's not doing anything. Crazy. Sandbox sent out an email that it was going to be released for free. When I looked at the Steam page, it was still $20. I mean, I could get it, but what the hell was that email even about in that case? Maybe it was like an April Fool's Day email or something. I don't know. I've never touched on Sandbox, but kind of looks cool. At the same time, I don't know if there's a need for a third semi-open source engine. I just kind of feel like the more open source engines there are, the more it will detract from Godot becoming better. I don't know. Got the raid and run. Now, unfortunately, you have a good stream. Dog needs to walk. Thank you, Booyah Grandma. Thank you again for the raid and for the follow. See you next time. I'm gonna follow you back. Just so I do not forget. Hold on. Okay, finally, Unreal is now opening. Come on, bro. So yeah, once these sites open, I'll be able to show you my third game that I work on. Come on. Okay, it's now. Yeah, just get it for free on GitHub. Come on. Okay. So this is standalone, which is a real-time strategy game that has been in development for a little bit over 2 years now. And I mean, we are already on Steam, so you can go and wishlist the game. It hasn't been released. There are no demos available, but you can wishlist the game. And essentially, it plays like Risk, the board game. You know. So this plays like Risk, the board game, and but instead of being turn by turn or turn-based, it's a real-time strategy game. So the way that this plays, let me just check if I have bots enabled. I have 5 bots, they are very OP. Okay, so the way that this plays, I click the play button, we need to wait. Okay, it's loading, GG. Come on. Hell yeah, we are here. Okay, so the way that this plays is, so currently I'm team orange. If I can find like an orange thing. I mean, team orange, but this is like purple, but sure. But essentially, I have some bunkers under my control, and I can like spam a bunch of units, and then I can like throw the units at enemy bunkers, which will conquer their bunkers for me, and then I can essentially have multiple bunkers selected, and then starting like spamming more units and throwing units at different bunkers, and then a lot of stuff is gonna happen. Like for example, as you can see here on the bottom, like the red team's already like expanding through Egypt, you know. The blue team's already like already conquered Portugal, and now is about to go through Spain. So I mean, this is essentially the game. Like the game is very simple. You just try to expand your area of influence as much as you can. You purchase units and you throw units at the enemy, and essentially whoever wins is who gets like 50% plus 1 of the number of bunkers that exist in the game. And I mean, this is very micro and macro managing type of RTS. You don't have like upgrade trees or weird skills or anything like that, so it's a very simple game to play. But I mean, I suck at it. Essentially, I suck at it. So usually what I like to do is I like to come here and I detach the 3D camera. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, because I have the second guy here. Fuck. That. But I like to like follow the bots, you know, and like cast a little bit. So you can see the pink team going to Kaliningrad, trying to get rid of the red team. Now Kaliningrad belongs to the pink team. They're kind of wondering if they should go there and target the blue, or if they're gonna come back and go another route and do stuff. But I mean, this is the game. There's really not much to it. It's very simple to play, very difficult to master. We have a community with a couple hundreds of people on Discord. There has been tournaments every once in a while with prize pool money. So if you are interested in that, you can like follow the Discord server. That's somewhere on my Twitch page. But yeah, this is like another game that I'm working on. So essentially every day I choose one game and I work on it. How lucky me, right? And yeah, today I decided I would work on this one, because I feel like this one is the one that is more fall behind. Okay, not when I looked, only I found the GitHub, but that had major issues as well, so I opened a ticket, but it still hasn't been replied by the devs or fixed. But like 10 or other people have replied, they have the same issue. Sad. Yeah. So as far as I know, like Sandbox came from the Gary's mod guy, right? Like he was able to turn the source engine into like a standalone kind of thing that it could package. Yeah. Repackage source too. I still find it weird, like the legality of all of that, you know? How could the guy just like do it? It's weird, you know? Why is not like Valve going after his ass? I mean, usually Valve is pretty chill about this kind of stuff, but I mean, Valve has approved it. Okay. Well, in those regards, Unity and Godot have these two. Bugs are prone to happen, and installing it via self-compilement, I think, just like Godot, except Godot has a free compile download, so does Unity. Yeah, usually when you have to compile your own engine, like, stuff is gonna break. So I used to work with Unreal, not for game development, but still for like company enterprise stuff, visualization enterprise stuff. And we needed to compile our own builds of Unreal, and the amount of times that it broke, and then the errors also don't help, you know, because you are compiling C++, but the errors that the C++ compiler gives you are like very useless. I mean, Unity doesn't have a public key repo. Gotcha. I've been waiting for 10 years for this. Valve said in 2016 they were going to release source to source available, and then went radio quiet. So Sandbox was a long time coming. Radio silent, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't have experience with it. I don't know if I'm gonna try to make something with it or not. Why not add another engine to the list of engines that I can work on? But no, I feel like 3 is already a little bit too much, honestly. I just picked Godot for the pinball game, just for the memes of it. Because both the Unreal game and this Unity game, I wasn't the one that decided the engine, so I just need to work on them because people are expecting me to work on those engines. But the pinball game, I was the one that decided which engine I should go with, and I thought, why not be a master memer and choose Godot just to make my life even more difficult. You picked Godot because I'm a pain in the ass and I annoyed you until you agreed to use Godot. That's half true though. That's half true. I mean, Godot is fun. I don't think it's as polished as Unity. I think it suffers from being open source, you know. I mean, at least now they have a foundation. They have people working for it, so I expect things to improve a lot better. But it suffers from the open source issue, which is different parts of the engine will have different amounts of care put into it. It's too young currently. Bro, Godot is over 10 years old. Bro, 2014. So it's like 12 years old. So it's not really that young, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad engine. I'm just saying that because it currently depends on open source and people working on it for free, people usually have like preferences and have like a different tendency to prefer to work over X than Y. So you can clearly see in the engine that there are parts of it which work very, very well and others that are just not good. Like they just aren't good at all. While if you go with Unreal or with Unity, because these are behind corporations, the entire package tends to be more balanced, you know. Okay, let's try and work on this. So what I would like to do here first is I would like to load the dice throwing scene. And I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna like move it on or off, like slide it to the top of this. I mean, maybe that would be better. I don't know. Maybe that would be better. Or as an alternative, the camera is like this, and then whenever I load the game and I need to launch, throw the dice, like the camera like moves a little bit over. I don't know. But I would say that for now, I need to close this rider and open another rider for another game. Dwarven Checkers. GG. Well, I got a bunch of followers. Pretty cool. 161. Oh, I need to update my my target now. I need to change the way that I can configure this. This is like hella annoying. GG, 170. Is it changed? Yeah. Okay, and I can close this, and I can close Blender, and I can close this, and I can close this. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so I need to figure out first a way to load the other scene. And how do I do that? How do I do that? So I would say that on initialize, on network spawn, I'm gonna need to do network manager dot singleton, and then do a load level. No. Load level. Oh my god. What's the name of this? I don't recall. I don't recall the name. Blocks? No. This is like so much stuff. I always get lost on my own hierarchy. Okay, so I have this quick join scene here. And this quick join as this lobby manager. And as this network manager. Where the hell is the script that loads the scene? Load level. Okay, hold on. Hold on. S lava board. S lava. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's network manager dot scene manager. Okay, got it. Okay, scene name. Pretty cool. Okay, so the scene name in this case is gonna be called dice throwing scene. And now this guy says, oh, but this is not. Oh, this actually needs to stuff. Okay, load scene mode. Additive. Okay, pretty cool. I think the problem is Valve has essentially offloaded the responsibility of managing Source 2 for non-internal users to a small indie studio. They should really provide them with much more support, given how it is nerfed, reskinned Source 2 and has been marketed as such. I mean, because Valve's name is not actually behind the project, you know, I feel like they probably decided to not like help in any way, because if they did, then there it would create like an expectation on people that whenever something bad happens, Valve will come to their rescue. And I don't think that Valve actually wants to handle like public feedback on an engine that because you need to understand that it's not actually their engine, you know, like it's probably an old version of Source 2 that the Garry's Mod guy had access to and then reskinned and released, because probably Valve already has like Source 3 or something like that, you know, that they are currently working on. So I don't think they want to maintain two different engines. So I don't know. I kind of understand their take on this. They probably allowed Source 2 because they already have like a different version of the Source engine for their own, so they don't really care that much about it anymore. But they don't want to be the ones like providing support to it. The GitHub has so many tickets for this reason. I would say that nowadays, if I were the maintainer of something, okay, let me show you. If I were to be the maintainer of something, it wouldn't be the amount of issues that the project has that will like. Where can I get this? GitHub. That would like detract me from like managing the project. What would detract me is the amount of pull requests and the amount of probably AI generated pull requests that there is here, because there's like probably like a huge amount of stuff. Like, look at these. All of these have been like closed without being actually like merged, I think. If I'm reading this correctly. Oh, it's been merged upstream. Okay. Not that bad, but I mean, the amount of pull requests that people create nowadays just saying, yeah, your project sucks and my AI fixed it for you. Here it is, you noob. That would be like hella annoying. Shitty move by Valve, since they promised Valve 2 for free a decade ago, and this is how they decided to deliver it. Offloading all responsibility while technically being able to say, hey, you have Source 2 already. Source 2, not Valve 2. I'm blaming that I'm baked for that typo. I mean, I don't know. I would say that for big corporations, it's always very difficult to manage like people's expectation. I know it sucks that when big corporations like promise something and then they don't actually like comply with it. I think Valve always tries to like find a middle ground where they don't annoy too much people at once, because they are very successful and they want people to continue buying from Steam. But I would say that they probably already moved over to Source 3. And they were like, yeah, we don't care about Source 2 anymore, just have it and YOLO. Maybe we need the Gaben 2.0 also at this point. Well, you could theoretically reach out to Gaben and send him an email complaining about stuff. Maybe he will maybe we'll take your complaint and fix something. Why not? Okay, so this thing didn't work, which is already kind of weird. because I'm obviously loading the scene here additively. Oh, because I'm not doing it the multiplayer mode. Whoops. It took me so long to be able to like configure Unity to be able to launch these as a multiplayer game directly. Okay, I think now it worked. It has like a different camera and all. Dice throwing scene. Yeah, my guy. Here it is. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, what am I supposed to do with this? So it's complaining that I currently have 2 audio listeners, which in reality is 2 cameras. So I would say that in theory I could disable the audio listener on this one. The thing is that then when I play this one solo, it wouldn't like play the sounds. You know? So I kind of want to have a way of disabling this camera if I'm launching it through the other scene. So if I'm launching through this scene, I want to ignore the camera on this guy. Is this async or does this like load immediately? Okay, so it loads async and then it evokes the events. Okay, so how do I know when this thing has finished loading? On scene event. Okay, so can I have like an on-scene event here? And then I can add to it. All I know for sure is we'll never get a Source 3. They will release a new engine named Source Alex instead. That's pretty funny. I thought about... So I used to have a VR headset that I thought maybe it would be cool to play Alex. But before I reached that point, I played like some weird game where I get some nauseated from playing it that I thought, nah, I'm just gonna sell this crap. And then I sold it to Elgardia. So thank you, Elgardia, for for buying all of my trash. GG. And as far as I know, I don't know if he ever played it. Okay, so what type of unseen events can I have? Oh, unload. Yeah, I don't know what is the best way to do this. Do you guys know? So I'm loading this scene, but because this is multiplayer, this thing will gonna be async. But I need to figure out a way. So I can always do this. Hold on. How do I load the scene here? How do I load the second scene here? Like this. GG. Yeah, so I want to do this. But I want to like get rid of this main camera. I mean, do I want to get rid of it? Universal additional camera data script. What the hell is this? Loading bars. No, I'm not talking loading bars. I want to know when this scene has been finished downloading, so I can like set this dice throwing scene the way I need it. Because I want the ability to play it by itself, so that I can test like the dice throwing and stuff. But I also want the ability to configure it just when it loads like alongside the lava board. I want to get one of those VR treadmill thingies, trying to remember the name. Virtual Omni something. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Although from the video that I've seen from people using it, you kind of have to have a weird stance while using it. It doesn't actually feel like it's mimicking like a proper walking movement. You kind of need to be like slightly tilted over, just so your center of mass is like off balance. But then at the same time, you are all strapped in so that you don't actually fall. So you are essentially almost always falling without falling at all. I mean, that's kind of what walking is, but because you're not physically walking, it must be like very weird. I don't know. I would say it's kind of the same thing as the VR, which is if you are, for instance, watching like a VR video of you on a roller coaster, and then you are just like sitting on a regular chair, because you are lacking all of the G-forces around you. Like your body won't respond well to that. Well, at least mine usually didn't respond well to that. I'll get like very nauseous. Play games, stay fit. 3,500. I mean, honestly, it's cheaper than I thought it would be. Honestly, it's cheaper. But their stance. Okay, let me open it on this screen. Usually I open like links on the other PC. So like their stance is not. It's weird. You know. I don't know. Probably it looks weird because you are walking and running in place. Maybe if it was like an actual physical movement, it wouldn't look as odd as it looks. I don't know. There's a guy on Twitch who's making a VR game for bikes, you know, and you'll have the ability. I think I wishlisted it. You have the ability of using any bike you want. Yeah, Pedal Rebel. So I don't know exactly how. Oh right, so you strap the end controllers like to your legs, and they will count like the revolutions. So it works with any bike, and then you put the VR, and then you kind of like need to lean to steer your bike and all. I mean, this looks pretty cool as well. And he streams on Twitch, by the way. And I think he's getting ready to release a demo. Toaster face, yeah. You need the simulation rig modules for that, not to feel wrong. Worst thing is a real okay good treadmill would cost not much less, but with these I would also have much more fun while getting my walks in. I mean, would you? I mean, yeah. I think people are different, but I would say that if you enjoy walking, you'd probably enjoy walking more outdoors than indoors. Worst things for the regular treadmill manufacturers. Good for me. Food time. See you soon, Temptic. Have a good food. Okay, worst thing for the regular treadmill manufacturer is a real good okay treadmill would cost not much less. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, but usually a treadmill is for exercising. I wouldn't say that this one is for specifically exercising. And usually if you go to a 3000 or 4000 like gym treadmill, that thing needs to work for 1,000 miles, you know. Because there's people running on them like almost 24/7 at gyms. So it's not an actual like consumer product, it's like a business product, you know. So that's why they cost that much, like the real good ones. It's cold here, 7 or 8 months of the year. So I don't get much outdoor walking during over half the year. Oh, where are you based? I think you probably already told me. Are you like on Sweden or something? No. Maybe. I don't recall. Sorry. Northern Sweden. Yeah. Okay. I remembered. Yes, I remembered. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Northern Sweden should be like pretty hardcore. Yeah, I would love to go to Sweden, honestly. I would like to watch like the Northern Lights, what's they called? Um, yeah, I don't remember the name. Yeah, the green lights and stuff. Oh, you're like here. Yeah, that's hella far. So the other day, Lulia. Yeah, I don't know why my Google Maps is not working. Oh, GG. Lulia. So the other day I was talking with Tim. So Tim walked like the entire Appalachian Trails, which is like 2,500 miles or something. And then I did the conversion from miles to kilometers. And the distance that Tim traveled by foot on the Appalachian Trails is the same distance between Lisbon, where I live, and Stockholm. So that's how much he walked. To put things into perspective, yeah. I mean, in the US, it's still a ton. I mean, if you look at this distance, like Lisbon, Stockholm, like it's half of the US, you know? So it's a lot. But yeah, in Europe, it's like half Europe as well. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. Lisbon to Stockholm. 3,500 3,500 kilometers. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see the. I forgot the name. What is the actual technical name for the Northern Lights? Aurora Borealis, yeah, thing. I would love to watch this. I think I would cry if I watched this IRL. This is like so cool. It feels like magic, you know? Or probably feels like magic. Pretty sure you probably get to see them like every month almost. You are so far up north. We get it sometimes a year here, if not even more. There are likely many times I just miss them. Yeah, I mean, because you are kind of used to it, I would say that you don't care as much. I mean, sure they are pretty, but you've seen them. I don't know. I don't know your age. You don't need to tell it, but I would say that after 20 or 30 years or whatever, watching auroras like every month almost, you just like kind of meh. It's just another one. Yeah. So this year, because for you they are like very 30 plus, yeah, same as me then. So for you they are very common, you know. So I would say that you wouldn't really care much about them. In my case, on the 12th of August of this year, there will be a total solar eclipse that's gonna go through Portugal. You know, it's gonna be pretty cool. So keep track of that red part there. Like it barely scratches Portugal. It barely scratches. So this is the path of totality. So this is where the eclipse is at 100%. It barely scratches there. On the day of the eclipse, I'm gonna be exactly... if I can find it. Hold on. Here. I'm gonna be exactly here. This is gonna be my location. You know? And the eclipse is gonna... the 100% part is only gonna touch... I mean, this map kind of sucks. Can I change the layout of this? The 100% part is just gonna scratch Portugal between this point here and this point here. If I can somehow clear this. So only this part of Portugal will be 100%. No, not really, not even that much, hold on. It's even less than that. So it's gonna be from here to there. Yeah. Oh, come on. So it's this part here, it's not that one. Oh my god, can you... yeah, like this. So this is the part of Portugal that will have 100% 100% solar eclipse. And I'll be here. Camping. It's gonna be glorious. I still enjoy watching them if I see them, but as you say, they are common enough, so I don't really mind missing them. Yeah, we are getting partial eclipse here. I saw on some online tracker. Yeah, I'm gonna be here. I already booked the camping site. But as you can see, it's like only a very tiny fraction of Portugal will actually get the 100% totality. So I'm gonna go all the way there from here, which is not much, but it's still like a 5-hour drive or something. Which is gonna be pretty cool. And then on 2027, there's gonna be another one. Because these things usually when they happen like on 2 consecutive years. So on the next year, it will also happen. But I don't think there will be like 100% in Portugal. It's only going to be like 90 something. So yeah, bring lots of snacks. I will. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty cool. Yeah, so like only 100% is here, and here in Lisbon where I live, it's not going to be 92%, which kind of sucks, you know. Which kind of sucks. So let's compare with the other eclipse. So look at this. I'm gonna be exactly here, 100%. It's gonna be glorious, bro. It's gonna be glorious. Burnseye, hello, good morning. How you doing? Welcome back. Thank you. I'm feeling better. The wife is feeling better. I haven't done shit since I started streaming. I've been streaming for over 1 hour and I have 0 code in. And we are talking about eclipses and the auroras borealis and northern lights and that stuff. Trip to Gibraltar next year to be in the path of the total eclipse. I mean, maybe. I might go to... Yeah, I heard that Gibraltar is like pretty cool. So I might go there. I don't know. But I mean, even where I'll be standing, like the eclipse is still gonna be like pretty cool, you know. But the one where I will be, which is literally gonna be there, we'll have like that bright that happens when it's like completely covered, you know, like this ring. We'll record it also this August. Rage. I mean, it's probably gonna be news everywhere. I think you can pretty much just like turn on any news channel and it should talk about it because it's like a major European event. You know, this is going to be pretty cool. We had one like tons of years ago. When was it? Can I see the past ones? I don't think I can. But I think the last one that we had was like in 2003 or 2004. And it was like partial at best. I think if anything it went like this, you know. This sucks. This one is gonna be hella awesome. Mm. 7:30 on the dot. No Corona, no fun. Yeah. Oh, I'll be drinking a Corona beer just to celebrate. Yeah, I'll be drinking one of these. I promise. I recorded one a few years ago. I like doing astrophotography. That's pretty cool. I don't know how I would go about recording this because I only have an iPhone, so I don't think an iPhone will be able to capture it properly. I also don't want to look like through a lens to try and see what the hell is happening because I'm just kind of scared I'm gonna blind myself for some reason. So I think that usually what happens is that you record like the reflection of it, like eating something, but I don't have the tools for it. I don't have the tools for it. But I think I would like to do some astrophotography. Well, not astrophotography. I would like to have telescope and just look at the stars and stuff. Fortunately, where I live, I have a like pretty clear sky. I kind of live, well, I don't live in Lisbon. I say I live in Lisbon, so I don't leak where I actually live. But it's pretty like in the middle of nowhere, you know. So Lisbon is like tons of houses and stuff. Like it's major city stuff. And I kind of live more like in the middle of nowhere, you know, like something like this, near a mountain and stuff. So there's almost no light pollution here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I would like to have a telescope, but I'm unemployed now, so I can't afford fun toys, you know. No more of that funny business until I get a proper paying gig. I'm just in a survival mode right now. Okay. How would I go about this? Okay, so I need to figure out when I load this guy here, I need to be notified. I need to be notified that the thing has been loaded. Be synchronized with late joining clients. Okay, loading a scene. Basic scene load example. Status. Started. I don't want started. I want the finished thing. Scene events. Scene event progress. Scene event notifications. Bro, can you like... Okay, hold on. So, scene events. Server starts a scene event type load. Once the scene is loaded, the server spawns any in-scene place network objects locally. Will send a scene event type load. Message to all connected. Server will receive a local scene event type load complete. The client receives the scene event message from the scene event type load event and begins processing it. Receive local notification. As each client finishes loading the scene, they will generate a load complete. The client is notified locally of this scene event. Okay, so I need to figure out this load complete thing then. The server receives the load complete event. When all load complete events have been received, the server will generate a load event completed. The server broadcasts this scene event to the clients. Each client receives load event completed. Okay, so I think I can just do the load event completed then. When you receive the load event completed or synchronized complete, you know that the server client can start invoking netcode specific code. Okay. Receive all scene event notifications on scene event. Receive only specific scene event notification. Network scene manager has one for each scene event type. Okay, so receiving all is used on the server side to receive notifications. Receiving a specific scene event notification. There are 9 scene event types and each one has a corresponding single event type callback handler in Network Scene Manager. Okay, so on this I should have a loaded on load complete. Okay, so the on load complete, this is gonna run when the local client finished loading. The onload event completed is gonna run whenever all of the clients have finished loading it. I think I just need this. On dice throwing scene load complete. Okay, so I think I want to do this. So I want to create this method. I don't think I need any of this. Okay, so does the onload complete means that on network spawn has been called on this scene as well? Because I can probably just create a singleton for that scene to control this, you know, instead of like calling random stuff. So maybe that would be the play. I think maybe that would be the play. So if I go here on the dice throwing scene, I will have this dice thrower script, which is a singleton. So I wonder if by doing this, I can just call dice thrower dot instance dot, and then I could call a remove camera or something, or initialize. Well, now I'm kind of confused. Like, would this on network spawn also get called there? I mean, I want the ability to test the scene by itself, but I also need the ability to load the scene additively from the regular game one. So when loading from here, I want to get rid of the camera, but if I load it from the other end directly, maybe I won't have the ability to load the other scene ever. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna call remove camera. YOLO. Now, the thing is, that I don't know when this start thing is gonna get called. So I kind of feel I need to put like some breakpoints here or something. Like, how do I find the current camera, you know? The camera that belongs to my scene, not another scene. So I have the main camera here. But how can I distinguish it? You know? How can I actually distinguish them? People with aphantasia might just be stupid. Yeah, that's a nice odd take that I had when I started streaming. So aphantasia, for the people that do not know, is the inability of people of creating like mental pictures when they are thinking about it. And we had an entire discussion about it on stream. And the conclusion that I reached is that I think that people with aphantasia, well, not all of them, not all of them, but I would say that some people say that they have aphantasia just because they cannot like interpret what they are thinking, you know. So my theory is, so if I ask you to imagine an apple, like you imagine an apple, but it's not like an actual visual red apple that you have in your hand and it's like dripping like drops of water or something, you know, it's all fake. But I think that some people probably believe that you can actually see that apple. And because they cannot see it, they say they have aphantasia. So that's my hot take. I think those people are stupid. I don't know. It was back in the day. What the hell am I doing? Sometimes I just start like closing stuff. Okay, I need to figure out what now. I want to get rid of that camera. How do I know which camera belongs to my scene? Should I maybe, here on the dice throw script, maybe I could like attach this camera there. Just so I know which one. I have a Brainia. It's like a Fantasia, but for smarts. Is that a thing? I don't know if you're memeing or not. Hello, welcome to the stream. VMT. I think I've seen you on Twitch, on Team's stream, right? Pretty sure I did. Thank you for the follow. Here's a confetti. Yeah, I think you are memeing. Yeah, I think a Brainia doesn't exist. Okay. Okay, so how should I do this? So maybe I can expose like a camera here on the dice thrower script. I attach this one, and then when I call, this remove camera, I remove that one. And yes, I'm on Team Stream often, but I've seen you too. First time I see you stream yourself, I think. Have you been at this for long, or is it a newer thing? I started streaming at the beginning of March, when I got unemployed. So, in theory, I've been streaming for 3 months, but I didn't stream for the last week because I was sick. Me and the wife were sick. I can see the apple and get the taste and sense of it at the same time that when I visualize it. No need for only one or the other. Yeah. Yeah, my theory about the Fantasia is that people probably believe that they can see the apple, you know, but they cannot see the apple. Like, the apple does not exist. You are like, your brain is pretending, or your brain is making you believe that that apple exists, you know, but it doesn't. And people with aphantasia, or some people, probably believe that they should be able to actually see like the apple in their hand or something, but they shouldn't. I mean, maybe they should, I don't know. Maybe I have aphantasia and I don't know. But it's like, I can imagine an apple, you know, but I don't see it. I think it depends on the interpretation. Okay, how do I figure out this guy? Should I do it that way? I probably should do it that way. So, this game camera, if I can make it public. Now I can go here. And I can attach this camera. Good job. And now if I go here, I can say game camera dot game object. Bro, can you stop? It's destroy, isn't it? Destroy immediate. Game camera dot game object. Cool. And then I actually do call start, and maybe it's gonna work. I don't know. Okay, so how should I go about this? Do I just click there? Error running. Obviously not. Attach to. Okay, so this is now attached to this thing. I can imagine an apple in my hand, but I don't see it. But I also see it also, if it makes sense. Nope, it doesn't. Like one layer is what I see with my eyes physically, and one layer is what I see in my mind. But they overlay in position, but are also wholly separate, if that made any sense. I mean, I think I can do that. My entire issue with the aphantasia people is I don't think they are interpreting what should happen correctly. Hence the calling them stupid. Okay, so remove camera is going to be called first. Then start. And then start is going to be called twice. And here I already have a different one. Okay, so I think I can just do this then. And it should work. You'll never know, I guess. Yeah. There were other people, or there's another like phenomenon which people don't have like an internal voice, as if like they were unable to create like internal dialogue and internal thoughts and all of that. And I don't know how I feel about that, because I think I can think about stuff, but I don't hear myself talking, you know? I don't fake hear myself talking about it. So, but I would consider myself to be a normal human being. So, I don't know. Oh, so this guy is messed up. The object of type camera. Okay, I don't think this worked as well as I thought it would. I don't know. At the same time, I don't want to be cussing people out and like accusing them of not knowing how to live their life or something. So okay, so I'm removing some weird camera. So this guy didn't remove any camera. Client cannot invoke the load scene method. Oh. Client cannot invoke. I mean, that would make sense. Okay, so on these, the initialize game part should only happen for the host. Do I need to put this behind his client guard? I mean, but the server is... I don't think this is gonna work. I mean, the host is the server and the client. So I wonder if they have his client set to true as well. No, this is not working. This is not working. Oh boy. Okay, so maybe it needs to be in a load event completed or something. Can I change the signature? Thank you. It's gonna probably be a scene name or something. Yeah, I've never played with multiplayer games, or I've never developed the multiplayer layer myself, so that's why I'm having so many issues. So bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, so this worked for this guy, but it didn't work for this guy. Why? 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 I mean, the documentation does tell me that everyone should have a load event completed. Each client receives all the newly instantiated and spawned network objects. Yeah, something is odd here. So this guy worked properly, and you can see that the dice tray is like underneath, and there's no camera attached here. Oh, on this guy, I don't know if I can check its tree. Its entity tree. Probably not. Oh, okay, I can. Cool. Yeah, so this guy still has the main camera here. So this guy is not calling that method for some reason. Okay, so I would say that I need to put a big breakpoint here. I'll need to attach this to the server. I played the game. It should launch the game. the server should stop there, like immediately before loading the other scene. Good job. And now I should be able to attach the debugger to player number 2. Okay, so the host is both host and client and server. Okay, so I should be able to come here and put a breakpoint here. And now the server will try to load this scene, and it should stop there for both of them. So this is the client, the server, sorry. Clients completed 1. Oh. Can you stop? Okay, so player 2 didn't call that at all. Oh, probably because I had the... I see. That's the issue with the multiplayer stuff, which is you can't really stop the debugger for a long time, because if not, the network layer is just gonna like collapse on itself, which is kind of sad. Can I restart this? Would this work? I don't think this would work. Okay, it's deploying. Yeah, I mean, this guy is only saying that client number 1 finished that. So there's something wrong with this. There's something obviously wrong with this. The term scene event refers to all subsequent scene events that transpire over time that after a server has started scene event type load or a null load. For example, a server might load a scene additively while clients are connected. Oh. Okay, so maybe I need to wait here for the 3 seconds. I think that this might be the issue, because it takes some time for the thing to work. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think this is gonna fix it. Surely. Now this guy is like this. It doesn't have a camera, so this one is good. But now this one is bad. and he's still using that camera. The fuck? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. What if I get rid of this start method here? Hello, American. Good morning. How you doing? Long time no see. On my end, my fault. What the fuck is happening? Why is this guy like destroying the camera? Now both of them destroy the camera. But they are destroying the wrong one. What icon is this? I don't understand anything anymore. So I attached the camera, this guy here, which I want to destroy immediately. Oh, does he start processing updates? If not grabbed, return. I'm confused. So these moves, okay, so I might not have a camera there. Okay. Surely this is gonna work. Yep, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have no idea. Okay, so this worked now. Why is this guy complaining? Like, this is working. You have like a proper camera there. Layout. Inspector. Oh, you don't have a camera attached. Okay. You don't have a camera attached. I mean, I can probably pass a new camera. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because this guy always calls the first one. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation. I don't know what's like the best way to handle this. Does anyone know? So I have two scenes. Each scene has one camera. I'm loading both scenes additively, so I end up with two cameras on the same scene, but then I need to get rid of one. But the thing is, it should only remove the camera in one specific code path, because I still need the ability to run that scene by itself. So I need that scene to have a camera inside. Oh, and I think I know what I'm doing wrong. So it's not only this. So it's this, and then I need to say game camera. Oh, is there a camera.main? The fuck is this? Find main camera, the first enabled camera. Oh. Remove camera on both and load camera as a prefab. In edit mode only. Maybe I can do this. The first enabled camera component. I mean, but this should be the same thing as the start. Remove camera on both and load as a prefab. The issue is that because this is multiplayer, I'm trying to like do this clearing based on scene load events, but for some reason it's not working. So maybe the issue is more the multiplayer, not really the clearing the thing. Because I already have one method. So this where is it? So this remove camera method only gets called if I'm loading the scene additively. Okay, so I think this worked there. And I think this worked there now. Dice tray. Main camera, lava board. Okay, I think I fixed it somehow. All you need on the scene is something that tells you where the camera goes. Yeah. Another thing that I could do is I could tag. So I have the camera here, which already is tagged with main camera. I could maybe like tag the other camera differently. But apparently this is not working. Main camera lava board, yeah. Apparently this is not working, so I guess I'll just go with this. GG, we did it. Okay, so now the other issue is this guy is under the scene, so I'll probably need to move this guy up a little, or maybe all of the rest I need to move down. I'd say probably all of the rest, honestly. Okay, so if I put this here, both are there, and I kinda want to move the tiles and the UI and art. Yeah, well, in reality, I don't know what I want to do here. Hold on. Maybe I could just move all of these up. So add this to all of them. This and this. And dice tray. Same thing. And art. Oops. Same thing. Oh, but are they a different scale? No. Maybe I need to move them more up. Okay, so I wonder if something like this would work. Although that collider is... That guy is all weird now. Yeah, I don't think it liked being moved the way it was. Okay, does this look okay? Tough to say. I would say no. Come on. Move. I don't know if this feels like centered or not. I mean, it doesn't feel like it is. Okay, let me open this scene now, because I'm moving things. So this guy is not centered now anymore. So I wonder if this is still gonna work with my dice throwing math. Lurk, give me lurk command. What do you want the lurk command to say? Good morning, Justin. Your wish is my command. Okay, what should lurk say? Okay. This guy's lurking. Look at him. He's too lazy to have in chat. What a little lurker. I feel like that's a a little bit too much, but I'll go with it. Send message to channel. No, I want to reply. Twitch chat reply. Oh, he didn't copy. Hold on. Copy. This guy lurking, look at him, he's too lazy to type in chat. What a low lurker. Okay. Try now. Surely it's gonna work. This guy's lurking, look at him, he's too lazy to type in chat. What a low lurker. Yeah. Hello. Glad you enjoyed that. Okay, so beautiful. It truly is beautiful. You are beautiful, Justin. Okay, I don't know what the hell I messed up here. So this camera is not cameraing anymore. We are beautiful. Yeah, all game dev people are beautiful. That's true. What the hell did I mess up here? Why don't I see anything? Oh, that's the frustum. Oh. I just need to do this. Beautiful. Pog. Magic. Okay, so this fixed the camera. Now, none of this works. Oh, dice are there. That's no bueno. Why? Oh, they're still at 000. Whoops. I think it's 208. Okay, still no dice. Okay, the dice are under the floor. Okay, so we need to move them up. I mean, honestly. No, honestly. Okay, so I need to move them up, it seems. More up. Okay, maybe this works now. Where the fuck are my dice? Okay, I'm hella confused. Oh, I mean, is that... I don't know what's wrong. Probably I need to move this more up. Okay, so now they're kinda there. Okay, they're kinda there. It's so difficult to do like multiplayer stuff. I don't know how people enjoy working on multiplayer games. Okay, now the floor collider is all messed up. I mean, I'm doing this and I already know that this is gonna bite my ass. Can I like copy the value? Paste the value. Multiplayer is stressful, yes, I'm so nervous for Friday. Did you end up having the playtest on Sunday? I didn't see anyone online. I couldn't make it in any way, but I didn't see anyone on Discord. How did it go? I mean, maybe it wasn't public, I don't know. I kind of wonder what the game looks now. I mean, I do have the playtest key, so I guess I could boot it up and see. Where is it? Somewhere. It's there. Playtest isn't up to date with the demo. Oh. Oh, okay. I just threw a single ball, double ball in darts to finish the game. So do you play darts before, after lunch? I gave the playtest to a lot of influencers. 1,000+ people have access. Okay, so the version that you played on... but you did play on Sunday, right? But it was probably not on Discord or something. And it's a different version than the version on Twitch, than on Steam. Demo launch. Private demo keys. Gotcha. Pretty cool. Yeah. I won't be here. It's my Caesar's birthday. And then on the 13th, I have an event. So I won't be here either. Or I would play it every day after lunch with Art. Pretty cool. Yeah, I have a dartboard, but it's one of those electronic ones. It's not really the regular ones. Okay, so what the hell is wrong with this now? Okay, so I'm missing the floor. Floor? Oh. Okay, pretty cool. So the dice now stand there. So I can move these a little bit more down. Real one with cameras. Damn. That's pretty cool. Okay, even more down. Come on. I wonder if this is doing anything. It kind of feels like it's not doing anything at all. We're really hoping demo launch goes good. It will. And then it'll be rich, and then you can hire me. And then we can make games together. Okay, pretty cool. That'd be cool. I want to just not be poor. Oh. The fuck? Yeah, honestly, I kind of think my pinball game idea is a legit game idea. But I don't know if I have the... I don't know what the word is. The grip. I don't know. To work on the game for over 1 year without like knowing if things are going to be successful or not. Okay, where is the floor? Wall 1. Box collider. Oh, maybe I need to move it up a little bit then. Something like this. Okay, this should work. Yeah, I don't know if I'm an actual game developer. I kind of like more living in the present and having to make plans 1 year in the future, or 1.5 years in the future is like way too long, you know? I mean, this is working pretty cool, I guess. Why are you slanted, bro? Oh, I know what's stopping these dice. Hold on. So I have something here where I'm checking their velocity in order to freeze them. On dice finished roll. Where I'm checking like their velocity. Yeah, it's this. If I just make this even smaller, it will work, surely. Okay, so good enough. So my code works for non-zero origin codes or origin-based stuff, which is pretty cool. Oh, well, this thing still like freezes. Okay, awesome. So I wonder now what happens if I play it through here. What's wrong with my camera? Oh, I somehow like messed up this camera thing. Cool. Well, this was useless. I kind of don't like the fact that Unity forces you to like change things with the scene stopped. I kind of like the fact that Godot allows you to move things yourself, change things, and it will stay changed. Although obviously that introduces some issues after, but I would like to have the choice, you know, to decide what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. Okay, so something blinked for 1 frame, which I guess was the other camera. But GG, now the thing is here. And it's loaded. Which is pretty cool. I wonder if I can move my camera temporarily. Oh, and this still works. Holy. Oh, look at this beautiful thing. Okay, This is pretty cool. So it kind of worked. And it's putting the camera, or it's putting the thing on the wrong side though, I would say. Okay, so this is on the blue-pink side. Yeah, so in reality it's on the left. In reality it's on the left. I mean, I don't think it matters that much. I don't think it matters that much. But okay, hold on. So if I select the camera is here. And the camera is here, and it's looking something like this. Yeah. So the camera is like this. I kind of think I want to move the camera over. You know? So I think I would need to have like a pivot point of where the camera goes. Even if the camera like would just slide over and maybe approximate a little bit more. I think that will work for now. Okay, so how would I go about doing this? So I can go on the dice throwing scene. I mean, I already have the camera here. So I kind of want to keep the camera transform. So in reality, the only thing that I need to do is not actually... let me think. So I want to keep this transform somehow. Okay, so if I duplicate this and I say camera position. Camera position. It's not reset, hold on. It's this, and I don't want this. Camera position. I'll probably want to tag this with something. Like dice thrower camera position or something. Yeah. Something like this. And then on the other scene, I'll want to have a camera position as well. But I mean, this one will have only the transform. Yeah. And this one, instead of a dice thrower camera position, is gonna be a game board camera position. So I'm tagging them, and then I will be able to like interpolate the camera between both. Like I can query for both, and then I will move them. Yeah, I think that should work. Okay. Okay, so now how do I do this? Do I do it on the game manager? Okay, hold on. So on the dice thrower, I already have the events here. Send an event to the game manager with the result of this crap. GG. Okay, but in any case, I would say that on the game manager, I will want to have a move camera to dice tray and move camera to game board. How do I find by tag? Find game objects with tag. Okay, so this is the dice thrower. I should call it dice tray, but whatever. Not first. Dice tray camera position. Or a final camera position. This is gonna be the game board camera position first. Yes. Okay, and then here, I mean, I can literally call camera.main. Do I have a camera here? No. Okay, I can call camera.main. And I can... how do I animate this? I think I want to have a timeline for this. Just so I get the event of when the timeline finishes. But I wonder if I can modify the animation dynamically. So if I were to move the camera, the positions, by moving the entity, if the animation would update in real time. Not in real time, but if it would read from this value. I mean, maybe I can reference the... Maybe I can reference the game object. Move camera. Create timeline, new timeline, move to dice tray. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna need to create a signal. I don't recall how I have it on the other. Okay, so I need to have a signal track. Gotcha. Okay, so I need to have a signal track that after 2 seconds or something, it's gonna emit a new signal. It's gonna be a signal move camera finished. I mean, pretty cool. So this should automatically emit after 2 seconds this. But now what I kind of want to do is... What's the difference? So what's an animation track? Okay, this is not what I want to do. Do I want a control track? Maybe. How do I add from game object? Holy. Okay, so I want to move the main camera. Control playable asset. Okay. Okay, I need to figure out how to move this. Unity, move camera, timeline. Cinemachine virtual camera. No, I don't want a Cinemachine. Or do I? Okay, what's the difference? What's a Cinemachine camera? I think probably Cinemachine camera has like more effects, like a real, yeah, like safe areas and all of that stuff. I mean, they also use it for platformers and stuff. Oh, they allow you to blend. So if you have like probably like volumes or stuff, constrain the camera to a path. Nah, I still think a Cinemachine camera is probably too OP. Solves the complex mathematics and logic of tracking targets. Maybe that's what I want. Okay, no, I think we'll go with one camera. The thing is, how do I animate it? So I don't want Cinemachine stuff. This guy is using Cinemachine. Control playable asset. I don't know what this is. Source. Do I want a control track? What's an activation track? Playable track. Oh, this is like code. How do you use an object's current position at the beginning of an animation tracking timeline? Okay, hold on, I'm confused. To begin a new timeline with main camera, create a director component with the timeline asset. Okay, hold on. What have I done with the... Right, because these are only counters. That's the thing. This timeline manager script, these are not doing anything actually. Or are they? I don't know. To start creating a timeline, select the game object. Here's the director component. I mean, it's already here. I feel like I'm misusing Unity. And so half of my shit doesn't work. Which is fine. It's sad, but it's fine. Like, for example, I have this crap here, you know? But I want to control, like, move something. Unity. Timeline. Introduction to timelines. Let's go. 2019. Oof. Nah, bro. Nah. Am I using this properly even? These are all like multiple years old, but maybe they haven't changed. I don't know. I feel like I want a control track, you know? I feel like this is what I want to do. For example, if I put the main camera here, I will want to like change some part of this, but I don't know how this is supposed to work, because it's giving me a prefab. I don't want prefabs. Essentially what I want to do is I want to create like keyframes based on like the properties of stuff. How do I create a keyframe for this, you know? Ping. Oh, amazing. Unity. Animation. Keyframe. Move. What the fuck is this? Unity's timeline. Array. Install. Timeline samples. Timeline workflows. Create a timeline. Animate. Oh, does it need to be an animation then? Oh. Probably needs to be an animation track. I see. To create an animation track for a game object, add an animator component to the game object. Gotcha. So if I go to the camera and I add an animator. I should be able now to select no controller, animator controller. The fuck? Okay, hold on. This workflow demonstrates how to record animation directly to a timeline instance. Before you can record animation, you must add an empty animation track for the game object that you want to animate. You must also ensure that the game object you want to animate has an animator component. Drag a game object into the track list and choose Add Animation Track. Why do I feel like this didn't work? The timeline window creates an empty animation track bound to the game object. Well, it's not bound. That's my entire issue. This is not bound. So do I need to create the timeline here? Or the director, maybe. Maybe I need to have a playable director. Start recording. Move to dice tray. Animation track. Main camera. I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, I feel like this is not what I want to do. For some reason. So my main camera has a playable director, which is the same timeline that I'm at. And let's start with start. To use the timeline assets, you must associate the timeline asset with a game object using a playable director component. The playable director component stores the link between a timeline instance and a timeline asset. The playable director component controls when the timeline instance plays, how the timeline instance updates its clock, and what happens when the timeline instance finishes playing. Okay, but can I only have one director? Okay, hold on. Okay, let me remove this and remove this. Okay, so if I do this now, main camera timeline stuff. Okay, if I move this now, I do it add animation. Okay, so now it let me. Because I had the animator, or it had the animator by itself. I'm not entirely sure why this doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work when I do this. Okay, so this is gonna do something. But now my question is mainly, can I have this move to a specific position that I control? Maybe I need to have a playable track. What's a playable track? I don't understand what I'm doing. Yeah, I feel slow. After 1 week of no coding, no anything. What the hell is this? What's a playable track? Whose clips are custom playables? Okay. I think it's time to chat GPT. Hello. Is defined by is there a way of doing this using timelines? Surely Mr. AI will let me know. I don't understand this. This is exactly what should be happening. So if I move my camera, no, it doesn't let me record. Main camera, create, playable, replace. Okay, and if I now move this, oh, I need to copy the values. So if I do something like this, Simonot, hello. How's it going? Bro, this is not working. Oh, I messed up my visualization. GG. Layouts. For fuck's sake. Damn, okay, I messed up my layout. Why didn't I save it? Okay, it's kind of like this. Move camera. Okay, how can I test this? Okay, I'm trying to move a camera using tip and animation, but I don't even understand how can I test this thing. And I also want to move the camera based on the... Okay, this is actually here. Based on the position of this guy here. But I don't think I can do it using a timeline. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm stuck. I think I need to go for lunch. And I'll need to figure out something. Everyone, thank you very much for sticking with me. Thank you for the raid. We had a pretty huge raid right at the start of the stream. Thank you for all the new followers. Damn, 65 stream streak. It's GG. Yeah, I'm gonna go for lunch. I'm not understanding Unity. Yeah, I'll be back in around 1 hour or something. Probably a little bit less. Yeah, thank you all, and I'll see you in about 1 hour, and I appreciate you all, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.